Hey guys, this is Clint and Jeff, and today we're checking out something that's a little special. It's a shoe that got no hype, but I had to cop these. Today we're checking out the Simpsons Adidas Duff Beer Forum 84 Lows. That's a long name. Here we go. As you probably already know by now, Adidas collaborated with The Simpsons earlier this year to pump out some pretty awesome sneakers that I absolutely loved. But then I'm also a huge fan of The Simpsons, so I might be biased. I mean, I kinda did buy the entire collection though. The collab started out with the Krusty Burger ZX 10000, which is part of the brand's A to ZX campaign, and the shoe actually got enough hype that it sold out in seconds. But after that, the sneakers that dropped have surprisingly had no hype at all, and have even been sitting on adidas.com here. There was the squishy Adidas Superstars inspired by the Quickie Mart. Then there was the Flaming Mo ZX 1000, which looked really awesome. But today we're checking out the shoe inspired by Duff Beer, everyone's favorite beer company from the show. I mean, how nice for Adidas to give us a shoe that Duff Man would rock. But y'all, even if you're not a big fan of The Simpsons, this is a really cool looking shoe, especially since they're a pair of Forum lows, and I totally wanted a pair, so these made sense. In case you haven't heard of the silhouette before, the Adidas Forum dropped way back in 1984 and was a shoe that was pretty loved both in the basketball scene for a while as well as the music scene too. The new low version of that silhouette keeps pretty much all of the characteristics, including that X-strap ankle design. Of course, here the big difference is instead of the usual more minimalistic colors you see on the forums, there's shiny red, silver and gold patent leather, which are meant to mimic a can of that wonderful Duff Beer. Man, these are so awesome. I just don't understand why these got no hype. The Simpsons Adidas Duff Beer Forum 84 Lows dropped on May 19th at a price of $100 in the US. But before we talk about the shoe, we gotta talk about that awesome box. There's a special box this time around that is designed to look like the purple TV set from The Simpsons, with the TV antenna on one side, the TV screen and buttons on the larger surface of the box, and the Adidas and Simpsons branding along with the size tag on the side of the drawer style box. Honestly, it just looks great, and whoever thought of it at Adidas should definitely get a raise because it's just genius. I mean, come on, you guys know I keep complaining about how lazy Adidas is with their collab boxes. But here they actually did a pretty good job. Opening up the box, you have the Simpsons and Adidas branding on the paper with an extra black pair of laces included, just in case the white laces aren't your thing. I do think the white laces look better on the shoe though, but the black laces are more subtle in case you think there's too much going on here. Alright, moving on, coming to the shoe itself. Starting from the toe box area, you'll see this perforated silver synthetic patent leather. And then wrapping the toe box is this shiny red synthetic patent leather, and both the silver and red leather really look like they're from a Duff Beer can. Yeah, it's crazy. Moving upwards, you will see the shiny gold synthetic patent leather which surrounds the top of the toe box and extends up towards the eyelets of the shoe. One interesting element about all the Simpsons collab shoes so far is this black piping that outlines each panel of the shoe, and you'll see that here going from the toe box to the gold panels. This gives the shoe a really cool 2D cartoon aesthetic, so I totally love it. Moving on, you'll find flat white laces here, and of course you have the black pair of extra laces as well, as I mentioned earlier. Just like the other Simpsons collab sneakers, you'll find an enamel lace dubre here on both pairs, which is in the shape of an actual Duff Beer can. Underneath the laces, you'll find a slightly padded silver patent leather tongue, and at the top of the tongue you'll see this red tongue tag with the Duff logo stitched on in black and white. On the back of the tongue, this area also has the Simpsons branding stitched on in that trademark yellow color. Coming to the midfoot area, overlaid on top of a white leather panel, you will see this black leather 3 stripes to proudly flaunt that this is an Adidas sneaker after all. They go from the gold panel up top all the way down to the red panel at the bottom of the midfoot area. You'll also see these tiny ventilation holes in between the stripes on the white leather panel. There's a large shiny red patent leather panel here that occupies most of the back of the shoe. On the lateral side only, you'll see the Adidas trifol branding that seems to be debossed into the red panel, and then going over the laces and hugging the midfoot area of the shoe, you'll see that signature Adidas Forum strap which is constructed out of that same shiny red patent leather with this oval shape cutout in the middle, which has this hit of standard white leather. On regular forums, this area actually has the Adidas branding, but I appreciate that Adidas kept it minimal here to make the shoes look way better. In case you're not a fan of the strap though, you can actually remove the strap completely, which is something that I really love about the Forum lows. This makes the shoe slightly more wearable and look much less intense, but you can style it up depending on how you feel about it. Coming to the inside of the shoe, you'll see a shiny black patent leather sockliner, which is not very common to see. At the bottom is a standard Adidas foam insole, here in this red color with the Adidas trifle and the Simpsons branding, both printed on in black. You'll also see the Duff Beer logo printed on near the forefoot area as well, which is cool. But these are all definitely going to get rubbed off as you keep wearing the shoe. So if you want to preserve this insole, maybe switch it out with another insole. Coming to the back of the shoe, you'll see this shiny gold patent leather panel wrapping around the entire back heel. There's also this tiny hit of silver patent leather on the lateral side, all of which is outlined with that black piping, just like the rest of the shoe. Above this gold panel, you'll see the shiny red patent leather, while below the panel, you'll see this red TPU heel clip that surrounds the entire back of the shoe and gives you added structure and support here. That entire gaudy upper sits on top of this white colored rubber cup sole with the Adidas branding on the lateral side near the heel area and this exposed foam wedge in the midfoot area on the medial side of the shoe. There's also this delinger webbing on top, which keeps the foam from expanding too much so that it retains its shape. Adidas actually hasn't clarified what foam they're using, so I'm assuming it's just a standard EVA foam midsole within that rubber cup sole. And then lastly, coming to the bottom of the shoe, you'll see the classic Adidas Forum outsole that's constructed out of a black color rubber with this yellow colored circular pivot point, along with these circular traction patterns on the forefoot and the back heel area. While at the center of the outsole, you'll see this Adidas trifle branding occur twice on this white rubber center panel. That's about it in terms of design. You can see that there's a lot going on with this shoe. Coming to fit and sizing, these fit just like the other Forum lows that dropped this year. If you have regular narrow feet, you can go true to size here. But if you have wide feet like I do, I definitely recommend going up at least a half size. For example, I'm a size UK 11, but I have really wide feet. So I went up a half size here and they fit okay. The toe box is still a tiny bit too snug and narrow for me, but if I went up a full size, there'd be way too much room in the toe box area. So a half size up works okay for me. The fit is definitely a bit snug because of the Velcro strap and that great heel padding, so your feet really do feel locked in. Moving on, in terms of comfort, these honestly aren't very comfortable sneakers at all. I mean, they are from 1984 and all. I wish Adidas decided to use boost foam within to maybe make these a little bit more comfortable. Instead, these kind of just feel like a pair of Jordan 1s, which means it's a rather stiff, flat kind of feeling underfoot. Otherwise, to its credit, it is a very stable shoe and it's pretty durable. So if you want a really cool retro looking pair of sneakers, here you go. Alright guys, we're all out of the way. Let's take a look at the Simpsons Adidas Duff Beer Forum lows on feet. Alright guys, so that was a look at the Simpsons Adidas Duff Beer Forum lows. I know that this colorway is more intense than the other Forum 84 lows, but I just think that they look so darn cool. That being said, I know I can pull these off. I mean, these are totally my style. But if you feel like these might be too loud for you, or if you're not too confident about pulling these off, then maybe these aren't the shoes for you. But if you're a big fan of the Simpsons, or you're just a big fan of that Duff Beer can, these shoes are totally worth picking up. And I gotta say, I love that Adidas used the Forum low silhouette for this, because I imagine that these shiny patent leathers would have looked really cheap on a pair of superstars. Alright guys, so that's what I think about the Simpsons Adidas Duff Beer Forum lows. I'd love to know what you guys think about this shoe. Are you thinking about picking up a pair of Forum lows? Or are these shoes just not worth it? Let me know right in the comment section below. Of course, if you want to see more photos of this shoe, you can check them out over on my Instagram account. And maybe give me a follow at ClintonJeff. And hey, in case this video was helpful and you want to support the channel, don't forget to hit the like button right below. Or maybe subscribe in case you haven't yet, because that would be definitely appreciated. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.